An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
At the 45-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Raiders' 46-yard line.
2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. Early in this one, advantage defense.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so they can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
fourth down with Carr.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Raiders nothing.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
To throw, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A handoff, it's Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down throw complete downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Brought down by Malik.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll let this go deep for one.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Geis. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
and happy.
And they rip up a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Darren Lee there to get him down.
1 yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Casey Hayward brought him down. It's a gain of 9.
Bring from the 27, Carr. He's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A toss right to Geis. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind. because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
And they run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
It's complete. Henry. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
5-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And the Las Vegas first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flushed out right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Carr now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. 30.
You know they can't get it.
5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
To kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Return here stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And Herbert, his third interception. Never lost him with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on second and 16. Carr being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
2 yards on
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 30-yard line.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Flush to his right. This is caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. For them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this carries into the end zone. Shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target,
and it's third down. On play action, it's Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, that's down fourth down after the incompletion. It'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Carr. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One final try now for Carr. First out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.